Previously.
You guys are now the captain and crew of the SSD Cheese. What would you like to do?
What do we do with our Eric Cochran problem?
Well, I'm definitely going to want to know how many people he talked to, because he ratted us out to at least this crew, and it ruined my brilliant plan.
What was his plan? And how far-reaching is it? What if we were to put him in the brig, either with or next to somebody who is supposedly a fellow inmate, but is actually an informant? I think I'm the only person who has disguised self.
Well, Sparkle Fingers, if you have magic that can disguise yourself as someone else, I can go grab the chicken and throw him in a cell with you.
I'll be a blue dragon.
Nice.
In full military regalia.
Yarr! There be a survivor from that bloody onslaught.
Oh, years ago, your captain came up to me and told me to steer people clear of Drachir. Gave so many people over to the goblins down on Eastwed to take into their brawl city. I noticed that pretty much all of the soldiers that I've ever seen are dragonborn. And I don't know how bad that Sliver guy is, really. And I know that, he has a reputation out on Drachir of attacking, strongholds and attacking military encampments and with his rebels and stuff.
Sliver did all that on his own?
Him and his most dedicated followers, the four Tools. They tried to ferry us and put them to sleep. Took the rat aboard our ship and took the Torals over to Eastwed and gave them over to the goblins. That elf, he's very, very lucky in taking that sash and his badge, and in turn, taking that, took the animated shield.
While they're talking, what if Cleo and I search the ship, especially Captain's quarters?
We found a letter addressed to the Captain Smegma. It says, Captain Smegma, for your failure in eliminating the zombies, you are being reassigned to the SSD Cheese. Hopefully you can be useful in stopping any airships from entering our airspace. However, if anyone gets through, I'll make sure your execution is slow and public. Signed, Grand Poobah, Drachir.
They aren't in control of the zombies.
And you'll also find a ledger of airship missions. It says mission to Zella for resupply, diplomatic mission to Itnas, mission to Ramos for extraction. Drachir seems to be going on what he calls a diplomatic mission over to Itnas. Hello, friends, enemies, and lovers of adventure, and thank you for joining us once again. And if this is your first time joining us, thank you and welcome. Thank you for spending your night with us, and happy Indigenous Peoples Day. Absolutely. So tonight we're continuing our adventures in Emane. Sorry for not having a video up last week. Just things happened, and we just couldn't get a video going, but that's all right. We got one here for you tonight. So we're gonna go ahead and go starting with my left. We're gonna have everybody introduce themselves, to give their name, character race, and their what do you call it? Their class. Thank you. My brain broke for a second. Go in one video, and I'm already out of practice. Go ahead.
I almost forgot we were having D&D tonight. My fiance was just saw me on the couch playing a video game. Like, don't you have D&D tonight? It's like, oh, crap.
So hi, I'm Summer, and I'm playing Cleo, and I am a tiefling druid. Yeah.
Hey, I'm Paul. I'm playing a half-elf wizard, Aziman. Or you can call me Sparkle Fingers.
It's been a really good.
I'm Santi, and I'm playing Lord Biswa. I'm the barbarian druid.
Hello, I'm Alex, and I'm playing the Minotaur Samurai. Because it's D&D, and I'm going to do what I want. Fight me.
And I'm Sam, and I'm your DM. And again, thank you for joining us again for our campaign. You guys right now are still technically docked to, or the party boat's undocked from you guys, but you guys are kind of staying still now. Neither one's heading off yet. They're still getting kind of things ready, kind of figuring out a new captain because their old captain's both gone. Both of their captains are gone, so they got to figure out who's gonna be running their.
Just see the other party boat airship just like slowly list and just start spiraling toward the ocean.
Because actually the navigator also went with you guys. So
They'll figure it out.
The half-orcs was the navigator. It was the pilot. So he went with you guys.
Just slowly spiraling toward the ocean. Like someone signaled him to like turn the wheel to the right a little bit, like signaling like wait. I was the one that signaled on the
signaling from the D cheese. Go up. Come on, guy. Ah, oh, darn no. Just
to the right.
Lifeboats just gliding away.
No, you're other right.
Why can't they understand what I'm saying? The freaking interpreter for the other boat just walks up on deck. What are you doing?
Why are you telling us to go up? We're moving. We're staying still. What are you doing?
You're over here.
Everybody who knows where something is on your guys' ship. So they're just figuring everything
Didn't even think about that.
Yeah. I mean, there's autopilots, so they're not totally screwed.
Right. Totally. But I gotta say, how the f*** do you remember all of that? Like, am I that stoned? Like, shit.
I really like this stuff, man. This is a lot of fun.
I'm impressed. Like, I was like sitting there going, oh yeah, we did do that.
I mean, also, editing the videos and stuff, I have to rewatch them. It kind of sticks in your brain after a while. After you have to go through the same dialogue 6 times to make sure you're scrubbing all the stuff out. You kind of get stuck in your brain after a while.
Fair.
But anyway, so right now, you guys, you're not disguised anymore. You've come up into the captain's quarters. You brought ex-Captain Polly up there to do some more questioning and whatnot. So at the moment, that's where you guys all are at the moment, just kind of up in the captain's quarters. Polly sitting on a chair with at a table with some tea and tea and a bit and a little cookie.
Wait a second. I thought we'd send him back to the brig.
Oh, did you send him back?
Yeah.
To the brig?
Yeah.
I think that's how we
Down.
ended. We sent him back to the brig.
Okay, so he's
I'm done with you, boy.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah,
and
he's
I
back.
destroyed
He's
one of the
gone.
hinges to the wing apparatus for
No reason.
thoughts.
just
Out of spite.
just like you figure like try to.
Yeah, you better go fix
remember.
that shit just in case.
Just
Too
remember
late,
which
you already
one
went
you're
down.
It's fine. I've got fly.
from. Yeah.
And I can cast it on him.
Some
Some people.
Some people.
Just end this misery at this point.
yeah,
I
so-
just need to smash the front one. So if we're ever in an emergency, take the extra few steps to go to the next one.
Yeah.
All right, fair.
It's a big ship. You guys got like 6 lifeboats, so enough for everybody to. Excuse me. They all fit like 3 people apiece. So
Well, he's
How
properly.
big are, they all fit like about 6 people apiece?
3 people apiece,
three
like
people.
like one back to back. So they're like one will be in front, one will be in the middle, one will be in the back, and they just kind of drop and then just pop out and they glide to the nearest island, hopefully.
I'm just imagining like these are like perfectly engineered to carry powder kegs of gunpowder. Like they're already navigating toward the nearest island. Maybe that's how the first island sank. Bombed
Wow.
it.
I give
On
them a
accident.
ship
That
and
was
they turn it
clever.
into a bomb.
Like,
I didn't even
we
give
didn't
them a
turn-
ship. They took a ship.
We didn't turn the ship into a bomb. Yeah.
Thinking about turning the lifeboats into a bomb.
Just thinking about it.
Anyway.
Just maybe a little something here and there.
Yeah, right.
I make an emergency escape system, and they turn it into a bomb
Anyway,
Just one of them.
America. Oh, now say the day now. Sorry, one less
But
beat.
yeah, so yeah, you guys are at the moment just kind of sitting still, just chilling in the captain's quarters. Polly's down on the brig. Everybody, the 5 crew that came with you guys are all just kind of getting to their positions. You know what I mean? Just kind of doing their thing, figuring out who's going to be the gunny now that they've never had a weapon system before, so that's the only thing they're trying to figure out.
Oh.
Eastwood is like in between, is in the middle of like Itnas and Drachir. So you guys passed over Eastwood to get to Drachir, but anybody going to Itnas is going to be going over Drachir, and then Ramos is the island on the opposite way next door, the next door neighbor island.
That's okay. We'll have bullywogs.
For sure.
Recruiting to our ranks.
You got Sliver. Sliver's there with you guys.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
you got Frogbert.
Boy Scout.
and his sword. You got a couple of half orcs. Some Haduzi.
Right.
3 Haduzi.
And a human
So, I
bard.
think you guys got a pretty solid fighting force.
I'm a big human though.
You're the bestest human, buddy. But yeah, you're the most goodest human. Anyway,
Goodest boy.
you're the
Yeah.
goodest boy.
I feel pretty confident about our chances, but yes, did you want to tell our audience about?
Oh yeah. Okay, so I accidentally didn't unmute our microphone. So what happened was we decided that we were gonna take the ship and sneak past the other military ships that are floating around the island of Drachir, and we managed to sneak past. And so now we're gonna dock in or near the city. We just have to decide where. Mm-hmm. There. Okay.
Well,
A nat 20 to sneak.
Yeah.
To sneak past everybody and
He
all the other.
You flew casually.
Yeah, man.
Summer flew casually.
Summer flew casually, man. She,
Turns
out she's not a half bad pirate or a pilot.
Pirate?
or a pirate. Yeah.
Both.
All right.
Yeah. Arc.
There she blew.
I mean, in all technicality, we are pirates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We stole a military vessel, killed the captain, replaced the crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After taking
we're
a
looking
civilian vessel.
You're taking a civilian vessel, yes. And we have a hostage.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're looking to recruit.
Are we the baddies?
The baddest of them all.
Just this like D&D is like the prime example of the ends justify the means. like it's really like you're walking a gray line at best.
It's like, dude, you have to stop burning down the orphanages. But I donated at the last apothecary that we were at. It's like, but that was the money that was supposed to go to the orphanage. Exactly.
Yeah. Good deed bestows another. But
One good deed makes up for another bad deed. Bad and a good make a good.
You collect the insurance and you do it again.
Yeah.
Oh.
So where exactly did you want to dock in like the main? Because there's a main dock where all the military ships come in Roinuj.
There is the main dock. Which one would be closest to the Bullywog settlement?
The Bullywogs, Sliver would probably know of a more, Bullywog-centric kind of like place to come into.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Right now, you guys got the coordinates set into the thing for Roinuj, but they don't usually go where they don't like land where the Bollywogs are. That's what the ground troops kind of come in and stuff like that.
I see.
I want. If we land our ship in town, are they going to expect to see dragonborn exit? that could quickly.
He did get the information from Polly that he's seen mostly dragonborn soldiers.
Who wants to play prisoner?
Right.
Well, who doesn't have disguised self is the real question.
Yeah.
Because you could have like.
I don't have disguise, so
You sure?
pretty sure.
I don't.
No, all your stuff is
wild
right
shit.
there. Yeah, let's
Pretty sure.
You gotta love a lot of stuff to purify water. It's good for you.
I can make your drink safe. Without that.
We could do like fake handcuffs, or shackles, or whatever, or that could be an illusory thing.
I could get down on all fours
There's
and just
some-
like plop my way out.
You guys have thaumaturgy, right? Do you have thaumaturgy?
I do.
She does.
I don't have it in my book currently, but I mean it's cantrip, right?
Yeah.
Shouldn't be too much effort to
What
learn
it is.
and put in my book. Thaumaturgy.
Yeah.
The cantrips, I think, are like more things that you just know how to do because you've done them so much. It's not something that's in your book. It's just kind of a magic that is. You practice it so much, you don't even have to think about it.
Oh.
That's what a cantrip is.
I don't know how that will help me because I'm just.
I mean, that's why like cantrips normally aren't like the most powerful thing in the
I can
world.
just create like sounds and stuff.
No.
That's what thaumaturgy is.
Yeah, I think prestidigitation is like how you can create sights and smells.
Right. Yeah, that's some very specific things that it lists for being, magical effects.
Right.
My question is, how would I use that?
I don't know. I was just giving suggestions.
It was like,
I was just going
use this, but what's that going to help me with? Why don't you just take me as prisoner? It's fine.
Okay.
Well, you'd have to take all of us as prisoners. Like, we'll just have to do that. And then hope that they don't look on board to expecting to see more of their kind.
Oh, Lordy. Yeah.
So, either that...
Wait. Let me talk to
Half orc with a cannonball. I am a prisoner. He's like counting cannonballs, like I'm a prisoner.
Just keep counting. We may have to use those.
He's all shaky, like we're
All right.
Belly of the Beast Boys.
I mean,
Give me Sliver. I wanna talk to him real quick
yeah.
about the other port. See what can be done.
Yeah, he comes up and he's like, yeah. What do you want to know?
Is there a potentially safe place for us to dock?
Yeah,
Is
I
it
mean,
military installation?
yeah. I mean, we can dock by the new city that we're kind of trying to get a little kind of hidden city, I suppose, away from. We're trying to keep away from these guys.
Gotcha.
You know, we have to they keep sacking all of our villages and all of our towns, so we have to keep moving further and further south. But they just keep coming, from the north.
All right.
All right.
But we
I
can
say-
take you to the southernmost point of the island and go to our little city from there.
We gotta be okay if we're gonna sneak in and see what's going on in this treasury. We're definitely gonna need to be at least a day's walk away, like within that,
Right.
because otherwise we're gonna miss our window. But would that be like how close the camp is?
Oh yeah. It'll be it'd be less than a day, a couple hours.
Okay.
We're just be about probably 3 hour walk, but we're trying to keep a low profile.
Understood.
Rochambeau, let's go.
Yeah. So if you'll help Cleo guide us there, find a I don't know, spot in the forest land or somewhere
For sure.
a clearing.
Yeah, he gives you.
That'd be great.
Yeah, he gives you coordinates to get down there.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys head down. I don't think that should be another sneak roll, right? You guys are already on the island and stuff, or near the island, so I don't think anybody's paying any attention to you from this point on. They're just like, watch you go. And they, everybody. When you snuck off. Everybody who was patrolling most likely just assumed that you guys were going straight to Roinuj, and when you guys break off closer to the island, they're none the wiser.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys got that nat 20, so we'll go ahead and extend it to where you guys your destination.
Sex.
Savage.
Oh, I thought you meant sex. I was like,
Savage.
whoa, Jesus.
But yeah, you guys go ahead and do that. You guys get to the point, get to the little spot. There's some overhanging foliage and stuff like that. Some branches from like trees and stuff that are on the edge of the island that you guys can kind of, if you guys wanted to try and hide the ship and stuff.
Hide behind a bush.
I just don't think the ship needs a makeover, at least externally.
The name.
Well, not just the name, just distinguishing features that distinguish it as a dragonborn airship.
But yeah, you guys land down in there. Did you want to try and hide the ship in some foliage or?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Okay.
It's a big ship.
Yeah, it's a big ship.
Yeah.
Had all the
It's
bushes.
it must be a dense forest.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You guys go ahead, and I'll just go ahead and say you guys. You know what? No, give me a sneak roll. Summer, you're the pilot.
Don't need two of them, right?
No,
This
No?
is just a normal one.
13.
Oh,
plus 2, so that's 17.
nice. That's a pretty solid one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely you're able to hide it pretty well. Guide it into the overhanging trees a little bit, and you park it to just where it's like kind of just above the water, so the waves are barely hitting it. And you guys bring down the gangplank and head on out, and Sliver's in front, and Sliver and Frogbird are in front because they're both aware of the same place. Frogbird's on Lord Biswat's shoulder.
This whole time.
Not the whole time. He just popped off when you guys are heading down.
It's my tiny 10.
Yeah, he feels comfy, man. He's comfy on Lieutenant Lord Biswat. You guys head into the. Did you guys want to go to the encampment? To the bullywog spot first, or just straight to Drachir's main spot?
Yeah, let's check in with the bullywogs. Let's have ourselves a yub-nub party.
Yeah, you guys go ahead and you go just like a few minutes. A few minutes out, there's this like big waterfall that is cascading over these rocks, and it just looks like this big cliff and this big lake kind of, or not like, yeah, pretty much like a mini lake, and then the waterfalls feeding into it. Surrounded by all these, trees and bushes and beautiful flowers and things like that, and raspberry bushes and blueberries, things like that, just kind of all over the place surrounding this little little Eden kind of spot. And you see that there's rocks. They kind of look a little distant, and if you were just doing a passing glance, you'd probably think that they were just scattered randomly. But when you look closely, you can see that you can jump from one rock to the other, and they lead underneath the waterfall. And then Sliver jumps onto one of the rocks, and he's like, "Come!" And he just jumps from rock to rock with such grace, and like from one foot to the other, one foot at a time, and disappears underneath the waterfall.
Follow him. I'm not looking forward to the athletics roll or acrobatics or whatever, but we'll do this.
Parkour. Yeah, go for it, guys. Have everybody do an athletics roll.
4.
Summer lands in the water. Do you have any pluses or anything?
4.
Athletics.
It would be under strength. It would be your strength modifier.
2.
So
6.
you got 6.
6.
I got 18.
Nice. Lord Bisloff follows.
Well, I mean, I'm big enough. It's like one step.
Yeah, with Frogbird on his shoulder, he just follows Sliver like
Lumbers
easily.
in.
Yeah.
Well, because I'm imagining it's for a pretty small.
Even with his hooves, he's still 1 foot after the other, like walking over these rocks.
It's just like all small people. We're both big. We're both like cartoonishly large.
I'm gonna reach down and pick up Summers. Shake her off.
That was my roll. No one was there to carry me.
What was your roll?
No, I flipped the dice afterwards, but my roll was a 2 with a -1.
Oh no!
Not on that one, but still.
Goes to jump and slips on the rocks.
Loses the slipper.
I'm a good captain. Okay.
I'll pick myself up and try again, I suppose.
Go for it.
I didn't know.
That's so funny.
Walk past him as he's falling.
Oh, 15 -1, 14 this time.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, these Biswa just walks 1 foot after the other on the rocks, just walking on them. Cleo tries to follow and just falls right into the water. Like she doesn't even make it on the first rock; she just jumps, falls. Luckily, it's not. I mean, for Cleo, 5 foot tall tiefling, it's probably pretty deep. But for everyone else, it would probably go to their it'd probably go to their like above their stomach, just below their pectoral area, and for 5
I'm drowning then.
Yeah, she's like in that. But our good friend Dramar here, her good friend just picks her up immediately and just shakes her off, puts her over his shoulder, and walks over each. And then Azumin tries to follow suit, jumps onto a rock, slips off, falls, gets back onto the side. He waits for a second for like somebody to maybe pick him up. Nobody really noticed because he went last, and so they keep walking, and he's like, "Wait." Oh, and like without a word, he just kind of stands up, gets out of the lake, and then he's able to make it this time. The second attempt. He's able to make it on the second attempt. Goes and everybody walks underneath the waterfall, and what they see is a cavern, like a giant, huge cave.
A grotto.
It's
A grotto.
Yeah. What he said, a grotto. Just this massive cave system. Looks like a cave system, from where you guys are, but it's just this massive cave. There's these like wooden, not like shanty houses, but like these like pretty decent houses made of wood, and made with nature and stuff, and like stringing lights, kind of like to light the cavern and everything, and yeah, it just kind of goes on for as far as you guys can see, and it's not like a ton of light, but you guys got. There's, like I said, string lights and, torches at, decent distances and stuff like that. It's a pretty decent amount. you know, of light, so you guys can see. But yeah, as far as you guys can see, it just the cave just like goes on and on. It's just massive.
Is that
So you
part
said
of
it's
your
dim
character?
light? Are you saying it's dim light?
Yeah,
Okay, well, I have dark vision,
yeah.
60 feet, so.
So you're seeing it as if it's bright, like
Mhm.
bright at daytime. You are as well, I assume, because you
Right.
have dark vision as well. These guys are seeing dim.
No,
He's
wait.
not.
I got my
You got your eagle vision.
fucking,
Owl vision.
Since I'm on your shoulder, I can be your guide. Just
Buffalo
keep
Bill
going.
goggles.
I'll be your eyes for a minute.
Well, I mean, we can see it's just dim, you know, it's torchlight, you know, and stuff like that.
She's just keeping me from tripping on
Yeah.
or stepping
Watch your
on
step.
living
Exactly.
things. Stepping on people.
Yeah. She's like, watch out for that bollywog right there. That looks like a kid. Move. She's like using your horns to steer. Oh, no pun intended. Get it? Steer. Anyway.
It's funny. That was great.
No pun intended. But
That was good, low
Thank you. High five. Jellyfish.
Such
High five. Goose.
But yeah, so you guys get in there and you see, you know, just a bunch of just, you know, bollywogs, turtles, of
Turtles.
different, you know,
I love
different
turtles.
kinds.
Turtles.
You know, you see just, you know, creatures of all kinds. You see, you know, some bear-like people walking around too. You know what I mean? You know, so like grizzly
Bugbears?
looking, huh?
Bugbears?
But no, not bugbears. But
Owlbears?
like out, like just
Oh.
full on, like they just look
Oh.
like they're just bears
Cool.
walking around, but they're like talking and stuff like that. Like you can overhear like actual conversation. They're just like,
I like the pun, by the way.
the steer.
No, the bears in the dimly lit cave. You can barely
You
see
can
them.
barely see them.
Oh my god. I think I quit.
This is getting funnier and funnier.
Really? I'm gonna put a pause on the game.
Oh, fuck. Oh my god.
Nobody takes your weapons. You have a right to bear arms.
You also have a right to arm bears.
Which we might need for this quest. Yeah? Some kind of amphetamine.
Anyway.
Amphetamine?
Yeah.
Drugs?
This spring, check out the movie Cocaine Bear. It's actually a real movie coming out.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's about a bear that like
Not a sponsor.
ends up like eating like a kilo of cocaine, and
Oh wow,
there's like drug enforcement and mobsters after this bear.
that's hilarious.
It's based on a real story from what I've heard.
That's
Anyway.
awesome.
An actual bear getting high.
Apparently. So yeah, you guys make it in there. Where do you guys? Sliver heads off to the. Everybody, when Sliver walks in, everybody's like gathered around him. They're like, "Oh my god, we didn't think you would make it back!" Ah, you know, like the little kids are hugging his legs and stuff like that. He's just, you know, just embraced, and you know, everybody just kind of looks over and they're just like, "Who are these folks?" And he's like, "These are my saviors," and they're like, "Oh, thank you for bringing back our Sliver." And he just you guys are just mobbed by you know, turtles and the bullywogs and all these kinds of creatures just giving you hugs and stuff like that. Just
We're just getting progressively slimier and slimier.
yeah. Just, you know, they're all the bullywogs are like on your guys' ankles, like they're like, you know, like you know.
So are you telling me that they're very hard to grapple?
I mean,
Could
they are
come.
I mean, how old are it's like all these people that are coming up to us?
a lot of them are, you know, adults that really miss Sliver. A lot of kids, a lot of like, you know, various age folks.
Okay, so
You know, various age.
for a second there, I thought that Sliver was running an orphanage.
No, they're just peasants. It's okay.
They're just scared people, and he's like the guy that they all look like. He's one of the elders. So when he disappeared, they were very scared, even more scared than they were. And now they're just even happier. And then he gives them the bad news that his four closest actually, I mean, they would know the name. So yeah, he lets them know that the 4 portals aren't gonna make it. I mean, the whole town would know their names. I'm just trying to
Figure out what this
find.
ones are.
No, I know what they are. I just have to find them. Yeah, you see him tell everybody. They're like, where are the where are the monk turtles? And
The middle-aged monk turtles.
Middle-aged monk turtles. And he looks with a sad face and he goes, unfortunately, Picasso, Kahlo, Goff, and Warhol are not gonna. They were taken to another island, and hopefully we will have them back.
You
As
said
I
four?
have made it back. Yeah, hopefully we'll have them back as I've made it back. But at the moment, we can only hope that they're holding. Keeping themselves safe and holding their own and where they're at.
Yeah.
He's like, I was saved.
That's
and
the
it was
impression
only
I
due
get.
time." He's like, I was saved in due time, and I'm sure they will be too. And they're just like, okay, that's hopefully, So everybody just kind of disperses, goes back onto their day.
Our fame was short-lived, guys.
You guys are slimy. I'm just mad chilling.
Oh, they gave you hugs too, man.
Shit.
You didn't think you were out of the hug game just because you look like a demon?
Just like lower.
They were the giants, the minotaur, the scrawny guy with 2 hats and a sash.
Styling.
Yeah. Dragonborn, like wearing the Dragonborn
some
colors. They
spats.
weren't scared for a second. They were just like, we don't care, you're a savior. We don't, But yeah, so Sliver is like, well, I'm gonna head over to the elders, to the where the elders gather. I'm sure they're gonna wanna know where I've been and what happened to my monks. And so he's like, if you'll if you want to join me, follow me. But if not, if you'll please excuse me. And he just starts walking towards the assembly hall.
Okay. Well, we should probably get going, yeah?
Well, we've got to.
Go to the treasure room.
Right.
It's going to take us 3 hours to get there from an airship ride.
Sure.
Well, not airship ride 3 hours, but it's going to take us 3 hours to walk there. I imagine it took us a good amount of time to get here. It was 9 o'clock when we started this journey.
You said that we'd basically make landfall by noon.
Drachir was heading out at noon. It's
Okay.
about you guys got to a closer point than like the main city, so like it's about 9:30 right now.
Oh, okay. So we
you
do
guys
have
got
time.
there a little bit
Oh,
sooner than we thought.
It's still morning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's get some hash browns.
Spitto! Eventful
Let's
morning.
have breakfast.
Griddle.
Hashtag not sponsored.
You guys killed the first thing you woke up.
Please sponsor us.
Wake and slash.
Yeah, wake and stab.
Wake and stab. Yeah. Frogbert's like he goes, yeah, I can guide you guys. No problem. We don't need Sliver.
Okay.
Alright.
If we want him, I can go and
Yeah.
see if he wants.
It's fine.
I mean, like,
He
is
has
he
his own
going
business
to
to
talk
do.
for us on our behalf to try and recruit the Bullywogs and Tortles to our cause? Like, is that what?
Oh yeah, we've got
Slipper's doing?
armies. Oh, he's most likely gonna talk to the we've got a small, like a militia, like mini, like rebellion army kind of thing.
filled with our bravest bullywogs, those bear guys, a lot of those guys, and a lot of the turtles. The turtles and our bear folk friends are the biggest guys we've got. Us bullywogs, we do a lot of stealth missions and stuff, except for the monks and Sliver. We're actually doing the most stealth missions. They would go and take on like encampments, and like we were just mostly backing up we were just doing the front lines kind of stuff. They were going deeper into enemy territory, taking back our villages and stuff like that. The 5 of them just kicking butt, taking names, and not looking back.
Okay. I mean, what I would suggest that we do is, we recruit them to the cause of storming the treasury, because there's got to be something important in there that, Drachir is keeping from the public.
Right.
I mean, why would the zombies break out and then you reinforce the treasury when zombies aren't anywhere near it?
Right.
So we have them take on the common forces, and we will assist them by taking on any elites that show up. Sound like a good idea?
Yeah.
They can also cause distraction, draw people away, and then run away and not have to sacrifice as many lives.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can do both.
Yeah.
Have the best fighters with us, and then the others.
Create a distraction.
Yep.
Yeah.
Throw poo at the
Especially
castle walls.
Especially.
I was just wanting to know, like, should I follow Sliver to help talk the elders into this plan?
Yeah, let's do that.
If he's got this on his own, then I don't need to interfere. We can focus on like doing that training, getting some like recon about the place. They might know it better than we do.
Yeah.
Like the layout, all that
Rockbird
sort of
knows
stuff.
the place like the back of his hand. He grew up here. He escaped to Itnos basically like just a few months ago. So he's not been like gone for too long.
Okay. So yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Cool.
So, sorry, what exactly you're doing? What are you doing exactly? There's a lot of ideas thrown around. I was trying to listen to them all and be like, okay, wait, what's happening?
Getting intel on the place as far as like guards and entrances, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then start devising our plan on how to cause enough distraction that we can sneak on in.
Okay. Are you guys going with Sliver to the elder meeting, or were you guys wanting to go to like more of like because he's going to an elder meeting. There's like a military, like their little rebellion military, doing like training drills and stuff elsewhere. Yeah. So where were you guys going to go exactly?
Let's go visit there, the military.
Okay, military spot. Yeah. So Frogbird shows you guys the way. You guys go slightly follow Sliver a little bit, but then you take a different tunnel up to a different cavern area, and you guys see that there's just a bunch of in this cavern. It's also dimly lit, but you guys see it as perfectly bright. But you see, just a bunch of, bully in order. There's like, a decent amount of bollywogs, and then turtles, and then the bear folk just kind of, doing like weapons like training drills. So they're just like using spears, and they're just like stabbing upwards and then stabbing down, and then just all these kinds of stuff like that. And just kind of you just hear "ho ha" in unison, "ho ha yeah ha," and stuff like that. And you see like a turtle, very old turtle, kind of walking the perimeters, approving and disapproving of some. Using his cane to kind of move some people's feet
feet to a different position and stuff like that, and he's just kind of walking, with this like a kind of little cane like that.
Small turtle.
Not necessarily small, but like he's like a medium size, like not as big as like the other turtles. They're not quite like Lord Biswa's size, but they're like a decent like 6 foot tall. But he's like on the shorter side, probably like a little like 5'5". Sibling moment, dude. Sibling telepathy right there, dude. He's about 5'5", but like probably with his hunch makes him look like 5. His neck, turtles have, but his neck is a little like down because he's an old man. So he kind of looks maybe like more of a 5'5" or 5 foot because he's kind of like, using his cane to like move everybody's feet and like move their hands better and stuff.
Cool. Guess I'll.
Frogbert goes, he's like, you want me to take the lead here, boss? Or
Yes, please. Don't want to piss him off by interrupting me.
What'd you say?
No. I was quoting a movie. He was like, sorry. Yeah.
Anyway, Summer. Anyway, they're there. So you guys follow or behind Frogbert. And
Were you quoting storks?
Yes. Yes.
Oh wow! I saw that movie once and I wasn't a fan, so
I've seen it 3 times.
Oh my god!
I like it a lot. My favorite is the wolves. Wolfpack minivan.
Anyway,
So wolf plane.
dear God.
Never
Anyway,
It's so great.
this is an out of bad movie.
Is this how summer feels when we talk about like D&D, Lord of the Rings, and Star Wars? Just,
No dead fishing.
Right, so yes, Frodo, if you would be so kind as to introduce us.
Jesus Christ. Anyway,
It's gonna get you a freaking water bottle so you can like have it behind the DM screen. He's like, hey.
I have a cat, so I do have a water bottle, a squirt bottle. So, like, yeah, I just need to train you. Anyway.
punishment.
So yeah, he goes up and he's like, he goes, Master Quan, it's good to see you, sir. And you see everybody behind him is just like everybody who's doing the thing. He taps his cane down twice, and everybody stops and then comes to attention. And then they do a right face and face everybody, face you all at attention. And Master Quan turns around and he looks at Frogbert. He goes, young Frogbert, it's good to see you, young man. He's like, hello, Master Quan. It's good to see you too, sir. He goes, what brings you back to our lovely little village under the waterfall? He goes, oh, well, sir, my friends here and I, we have some news and some information, and we were hoping to get some assistance. And he goes, what kind of assistance would you like? And would you please introduce your friends? He goes, yeah, sure. This is, Lieutenant Lord Biswa, Captain Azamin, Quartermaster Jamar, and Princess Cleo.
Princess Navigator Cleo.
Princess Bubblegum Cleo.
Princess Bubblegum Cleo. He goes, and he just kind of, He looks. You see Master as he's saying like actual like ranks. He's like, hello. Cleo's, he's like Princess Bubblegum. Cleo, he goes, Your Highness. He's like very confused. He's like, okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, it is good to meet you all. He goes, if you don't mind me asking, he goes, and what rank have you gotten here, Frogbert? He goes, I guess private, sir. He goes, oh, good for you, Frogbert. And he kind of taps his head with his butter knife. Sword, dagger, butter knife, dagger.
Slippy.
So yeah, he just kind of
Do a better roll, Danny.
Just gonna freaking take a pot lid and just. Here you go. Here's your shield.
but yeah, so he
Give him a higher placement. Do that.
So yeah, he's like, I suppose private, sir. He's like, good job there, Frogbert. And he looks at you guys and he's like, well, I suppose I'll ask the higher ranking folks. And he sees your sash. He goes, I see by captain you mean Drachirian captain. And what business does the Drachir? And he sees your hats. He goes, what are you?
Double captain, but I guess you could think of me as a pirate captain.
So
Of sorts.
So you. He's like seeing the elf, and he's like trying to compute the Drachirian aspect of the whole thing. And he goes, where do you fit in the Drachirian army, son?
Well, how do I fit? As the leader of this expedition looking to put an end to the zombie problem.
He goes, yes, the zombies have been quite a challenge. He goes, we face, however, much more devious threats. The zombies, we feel, are more random and, well, yes, they attack us on occasion. They seem to be more interested in attacking the dragonborn, which are our biggest fight at the moment. And I see that you somehow fit into their schemes as a captain in there.
You're not
Right.
trustworthy.
Not the way I see it. So perhaps I should clarify.
He just killed the captain, basically.
Yeah, we
Just
killed
because.
Captain Smegma
To
and
take a ship.
Took a ship.
Oh, why didn't you just say that? Come on.
You should have just told me you wiped out the smegma.
Soap and water.
We're still left with the cheese.
I don't like the words that came out of my mouth. No more of these words.
Did you,
Oh no.
Did you stab a Neo spear into him to get rid of the smegma, Captain Smegma?
Neosporin.
Yeah, Neo spear into him.
Summer was confused.
Summer's like, what? It's okay, don't worry about it. Nobody do what Summer's Googling. Don't Google it. Don't do what Summer's doing. Don't Google it. Don't look it up. Don't worry. If you don't get the joke, you don't have to. If you get it, you're welcome. If you didn't get it, don't worry about it. You don't need to
Oh,
look
now
it
I
up.
understand.
Yeah, if you're good, Summer, don't worry about it. It's a dumb joke. I just had to make it. I thought of it, and I was like, that's kind of funny.
This episode brought to you by Vagisil.
Hashtag not sponsored.
It's really not sponsored. I wish it was.
Sponsor us, please.
But anyway, so yeah, you guys. Yeah, he goes. Oh well, why didn't you just say that you killed one of their captains? He goes,
Yeah, why didn't you?
Okay,
You're good.
we'll do that next time. But I mean, it was a group effort.
Yeah, but you're the one.
Her Highness really did the most damage, I think.
Oh man! And I hit her right in the groin too. I didn't even understand. I didn't even understand what I was doing.
As she was swinging her mace of terror wildly, trying to spray it at first.
Yeah, that's. You say that out loud in game. Like,
Yeah.
just shouts.
That's how you get rid of it, yeah.
He just Master Quan just laughs and gives you a high five. Good one. They deserve worse, but I like where you're starting, kid. And so he goes. Well, if you're looking to attack them, I mean, do you have better intel than we do on where their weak points are? Because I know I saw Master Sliver run past us, and so I'm glad he's back. Are his monks back?
No.
Unfortunately, not.
lost.
Well, hopefully they'll return to us. Van Gogh was an incredible Psi user, and
There's my favorite.
and Picasso was a master with the blades. Anyway,
Certainly was a master. He is.
So he goes. What plan do you guys have that you need my army for?
Well, we have our sights set on the, Drachir's treasure room. We think that there is something in there, some artifact that might be the source of this zombie plague.
Of course.
So, we'd like to infiltrate that while Drachir is away. And we think our best bet is through teaming up, creating a distraction while the rest of us go in to take care of any guards that are still there, any, security details, locked doors, etc. And yeah.
Okay. Well, are you looking? Basically, we don't normally go out to battle expecting to come home, but we at least don't expect to go out and all be lost. What are your plans for us for my people to just go out and just be bait and get wiped out? And
Absolutely not.
okay.
No, we need to create a distraction first to draw the majority of the guards and other dragonborn away. And depending on where the treasury is, if there's someone here looks at Frogbert who has intel about it, then it wouldn't be too much of a stretch, I think, to maybe drop in from the air.
Nice.
We do have a ship, after all. Just need some rope.
I was listening. I guess my mouth was hanging open. Sorry.
Just like
He goes, "Oh, you have an airship. That would make things a lot easier. On our for us to attack. We've been attacking by ground, and well, we used to have a lot more in our military, and we're down to our last 100 soldiers, and we were a good 2,000 strong. So we've taken quite a few losses, a lot of losses. But
hear that.
well, it happens in war, and unfortunately, this isn't a war we chose, but it's a war for our home, and it's a war we plan to win, one way or the other. Even if it's just me and Slither, even at the end.
Why don't you let us help?
Well, we could use it for sure, and the airship would make things a lot easier.
Half ship will bombard.
Yeah.
And
Rain fire balloon and disappear into the woods again.
might even be able to use your idea.
Yeah. That would be distracting.
It's like, quick.
Do something quick. That would definitely be the distraction.
Just more like just a Drachirian airship just like floating above, and all of a sudden like life pods start coming out. It's like, quick, they must be in trouble. Go save them.
Yeah, and then, oh god, no, we're in trouble. Save us.
Save ourselves! That's what it was.
Yeah, I know.
No way.
That was good. He goes, if you guys say that all out loud,
Sure.
Master Quan has the biggest smile on his face.
long way.
he goes, we have gunpowder.
Yeah.
My man.
So he goes, what, I guess he figures out a plan, with you guys. He agrees to join up for sure. He goes, you can use as many of my men as you need. Just make sure that, I'm not sending 100, flags home to 100 families, just as little as we can, little casualties as we can muster from this point on.
100, you say?
Yeah, we have 100 soldiers left.
I don't think we need 100 of them completely to man the ship.
I'm sure they can fit on the ship.
Right.
But, we'll need a ground force as well
Yeah.
after the initial bombardment.
For sure.
I mean, it might be easier just to, gangster lean the ship and bombard using the cannons.
Yeah?
Just a drive-by. create a fantasy rope drive-by.
Sail by.
Sail by. That's so funny.
All right, are you up to it, Princess Bubblegum? All right.
So random. Anyway.
I know.
So should we, bombard first, and instead of using the life pods as bombs, use them to, bring in the ground forces real quick?
Well, we could drop the airships in a way to block off roadways so that any troops that are leaving only have one way to go.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel so bad for Sam having to DM this shit because he's gotta improv how to respond to any of this random shit we come up with. We've stolen 2 boats. Now we're gonna turn a city into Mogadishu. What the hell is wrong with us?
Well, we make up for lost time because we didn't murder Hobo in the last session.
This is the second army we've recruited. Third, if you count the one off.
We are definitely pirates.
Yeah,
Definitely bad guys. Baddies.
All right. So the plan is to. What exactly?
As I see it, one of the many plans. We will go in there, we'll start bombarding.
Gangster drive-by.
And just, yeah.
Hit the hornet's
Go
nest.
play by play.
Yeah.
If we need to block them off, head them off at the pass.
Well, I would.
Then we do
guys
that.
have,
if we,
You guys do have six. What do you call it? The life rafts. 6 little lifeboats,
So 18
and they
people
fit
can
3
do this.
people each. One of them, which is the wing is broken. So
no.
you have 5 working life rafts,
15
and
then,
that
unless
fit
that
3
gets
people.
fixed.
Well,
3 people apiece.
We'll just use the broken one to clear the landing zone. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. I see.
I like the reaction so much.
Let's use the broken one to clear the landing zone.
I mean, we do have the offer for gunpowder.
Yeah.
Do it.
Well, so there's that, and then like my biggest thing is like we get the airship to hit the hornet's nest, and then they need to get back like before the other ships head inland from the ocean. They need to get back into the forest and hide that, and then they're going to get chased down as they're going into the forest. So that's where we have the ground troops.
Well, it's gonna
defend them.
It's gonna take them like 3 hours to get, at least 3 hours to get from this castle to town. So if we just knock down the communications in the initial bombardment, we should have more than enough time to raid the castle, storm the castle, and go through the treasury. Storm the gates! Yes.
Remember the 5th of November.
For real,
Treason
though.
and plot?
Hmm?
What better treason and plot?
Alright. Plan?
Plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go in.
Fuck them all.
Gangster lean, freaking drive by, knock out communications in the initial bombardment if we can do so. Load up the broken life pod with as much gunpowder as can be put in there with a long fuse, and drop it to clear the landing zone after we've bombarded.
Cool.
How many people we got to man the cannons, and how many of said cannons do we have?
You have 6. I think I said it last time. I don't want to go against canon. Because dang it! I'm doing these puns on accident, even. I mean, it's totally on purpose. I'm funny. Anyway, you have, I think I said 5 cannons on each side and 4 harpoons on each side. So 10 cannons total, 2 harpoons on each side. So four harpoons total, 2 on each side, and then 5 cannons on each side of the ship.
Harpoons, you say?
Four total on each side?
Two
Two on one
harpoons on each
side, two on
side,
another.
and then 5 cannons.
2 harpoons on each side. Okay.
Okay.
I forgot about harpoons.
Alright, so does it take like 2 mana apiece to...
2 to 3.
So,
2 to 3?
yeah, so it'd be it'd be a couple guys for the cannons, the 1 to load, 1 to fire.
Harpoons.
Harpoons, would be 1 guy apiece.
It's about 34 people.
Depending on
How
1
many
person
crewmen do we
apiece,
already
and
have on the ship?
That'd be about
5.
per pound.
Oh, 5.
Yeah, not including you guys. So technically 9 at the moment.
Yeah, good thing we're picking up an army.
Whoops.
So,
Yeah.
raise your hand if you got a family. We'll take all the single and young men. And if they die, then...
we've got,
And if you have a family, I mean, family's a broad term.
So we need,
like wife and kids,
Yeah.
or mom and dad.
Yeah,
and
Roinuj has to get a wife and
siblings.
kids.
we take like 50 on the ship. Like that would give us a little bit extra even. That'd be 50 including our guys, and then us to go in. So then we can have the other 50 waiting in the forest because they know the land, so they can over these foreigners. Yeah. And so then basically all we got to do is just load up that lifeboat with dicks and hand grenades and go drop it on their front yard. Can you imagine how different life would be if everything that we could like wield as a weapon like gave us like this does 2d6s worth a day. Like you take a baseball bat and it's like 1d6. You wrap it with some like barbed wire and it's like 1d6 plus 4.
Both
That's
bludgeoning and piercing damage.
yeah, that's the reality I want to live in.
I mean, if it's rusty, I mean, you also could have, plus 3 poison.
Tetanus.
The barbed bat of tetanus.
Just imagining a whole line of tetanus weapons.
You get hit with it, you have to roll a constitution. If you fail, all of a sudden your whole jaw just like locks up and you're just like suddenly you're so distracted by pain you can't fight back.
I took our jaws!
Anybody that ever sees this is gonna be like, dude, this dude's so big.
So yeah, we'll.
Lift is muted.
You guys go ahead and get that plan together and let Master Quan know. He is gonna go. He goes. When do you guys want to implement this plan? When did you guys want to execute this?
Tonight.
ASAP.
Tonight. I want the cover of darkness. I want us to be able to slip in without being noticed. Like, I want them so focused on the chaos that they don't see us going into the treasury. That's what I want. I'll use my Buffalo Bill goggles to make sure everything is clear.
He goes, all right. So you guys want to do this tonight? So we'll go ahead.
Lord Biswa.
We'll go ahead and what is this? Oh, that's summer. Sorry.
I'm gonna be LL Biswa,
Sorry.
Lieutenant Lord
Oh, you're
Biswa.
good.
Hello, Biswa.
Dude, you wanna know? Side story. LL Cool J. I found out that LL stands for Ladies Love.
Yeah, ladies
Cool
love
J.
Cool James.
I did
That's
not.
his full thing is ladies love Cool James. Because his real name is James.
See, I didn't know this shit until I was 35 years old.
That was like his high school nickname. Was actually LL Cool J. Like everybody called him ladies love Cool James because he was just a really hot young man, and he just turned into a really hot old guy. Or not old man, but like an older guy. I'm sorry. I doubt you're watching, but LL Cool J, you're dope, and I'm not an old man. But yeah, when I found that out, I was like, really? Like, it's not bad, but it's like, I'm glad it's just LL Cool J, because if his like rap name was Ladies Love Cool James, I'd be like,
You don't want to get that self-titled debut album? The Cool James LP?
Cool James LP. All right. So yeah, you guys go ahead and get that that plan squared away, and we'll go ahead and probably just end it there.
Okay.
You guys getting let the Master Quan know what you guys want to do. He's off to let Master Sliver and the other elders know he's actually one of the 4 elders of the village.
They have the four great elders, Sliver, Quan, and two others that you guys haven't met yet. But they're over at the elders meeting, and so he goes over to let them know what the plan is and that they're gonna go for it. And
the elders is like, we didn't even vote on this. What the hell?
he's like, but guys, listen to the plan. It's a really good plan. Hey, look, I'm making my 2/3 vote right now. I have the majority stock in our. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, he goes over to let the elders know that there's a plan and that to I guess submit the plan to the elders. So he goes to do that. You guys, what do you guys want to do to spend? It's right now. It's the morning, so you guys want to do this in the cover, and now you guys kind of have all day to kind of mess around in the village.
I'm gonna find me a turtle and fuck it. No, that is not canon.
You get a turtle, it's just maybe a bit too much.
Roll for salmonella. Actually,
Syphilis.
Actually.
no salmonella.
Okay.
What about syphilis?
Girls have syphilis?
It's very slow disease.
We gotta roll to see how well the sheepskin holds up.
Bet you never thought
Lord
you'd say that.
Biswell's going over to flirt with some turtles.
Do it. No balls.
Do it. Summer's over here.
Do it. Do it.
No balls.
No balls. Just the double dare.
So fucked.
No balls. That's the new double dog dare.
You heard it here first. Folks.
Instead of telling people you double dog dare them, no balls. But yeah, so you guys go ahead and just kind of fill your day with whatever you want. And so we're just like I said, we're gonna end this here. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and see you next time. Have a great one. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us at Adventures in Emane, Episode 6. If you like what you see here, please like and subscribe. And you can also check us out on Twitch every Monday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And you can also check out our podcasts anywhere you get your podcasts, Spotify, Apple, Google, Castbox, anywhere like that. Also, you can go ahead and go to Reddit and check out our little Reddit community, r/HeckFlame Club, where you can catch all of us, the DM, Sam. You can also catch our characters and players and everybody just hanging out and having a good time, and just come talk to us and talk to amongst each other about whatever you want. And once again, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you guys next time. Go ahead and join the club. Thank you so much. Bye.